All right, Warriors, welcome back. Before we get started, let's do a breathing exercise. It's going to take 5 seconds, 5 Mississippis to breathe in deep, hold it, release together, and realign ourselves, our thoughts. Let's set aside some of the bullshittery, even though I'm going to show you different angles to kind of be able to look at it, not circumvent, hit it head on. Let's take a badass walk on the beach. Let's talk about some big mistakes and things we should have learned to not ignore. And how sometimes it's how we carried ourselves. See, that's part of our responsibility. See, if you walk around looking like one of them, you're going to be treated like them. Who are them? They. Them, they. Yeah. Narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths, they, thems. You see, when you assimilate and play in their playground, now you want to act all surprised. Yeah. When you fucking around amongst them, you're going to get some stink on you. And if they have it their way, narcissists would love no more than to pin all their shit on you. Some of y'all gonna stay long enough, some of y'all already did. And you're in damage control. And what you don't realize is you were never in control. Walk away. It's when you walk away that you get your control back. Because they can't help but self-destruct when they have no one to pin all this anger on, all the bitterness. 5 seconds, Warriors. Let's do this. Let's take a badass walk on the beach. Let's do this breathing exercise. Let's put our healing ears on so that we're not having these little fucked up arguments in our head about, well, not me. Well, you must be talking about somebody else. Look, it's all about having the attitude of gratitude and realizing, hey, we got shit to work on. Or perhaps if I'm hitting on a nerve, it's for a reason. You see, because narcissists also hurt. They got feelings. They come to these narc channels, anti-narc, because they've been over-narked. They've been out-narked. And so they got to lick their wounds. The only thing is they recover so much quicker. You see, since the beginning of this year to now, we're in 2024, they'll have already gone through 4 or 5 situation shits and came back to revisit. You see, narcissists will never learn. There's a reason why it's called self-esteem. Self-awareness, self-respect. This eludes them. Because one thing narcissists want you to clearly understand, you dumbass, is that they're always right. Hey, that's the only red flag you need. Why are you still there? You see, you've been trying to argue for understanding. They've been listening to you argue and getting a kick out of you trying to defend your truth. They argue for reactions, not understanding. 5 seconds, man. Let's pull this shit together. Release slowly. All right. Shake that shit off, y'all. Look, I've always been somewhat of an animal whisperer. That animals been drawn to me. And many, let me tell you, many narcissists use animals because they instinctively, intuitively can pick up on negative energy. Narcissists, that's why they depend on you for advice. They depend on you to call shots. And during emergencies, you ever see them scramble? I mean, they are anxious. Should we go? Should we go? What do we do? What do we do? And they're just trying to feel your pulse. You're the only one that's been grounded, and they know this. They just want to pretend like they were the shot callers. Animals don't know how to lie. They act on their reason and experience in life. So look, most of the time that I've ever seen animals attack a human, it's been human error. And most of the times that I've ever took time with another owner's animal, it wasn't to teach the animal how to be an animal. It was to teach the owner how the animal thinks. And this is what we do with narcissist awareness. We teach you how the narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths think, the dark triad. And if you have an inkling idea of how it's thinkless, without boundaries, without laws that govern, there's no moral compass. Once you understand the animal, then you understand how human error, the animal can get a misread on you. It's why some of you walk around looking like a target, because you're feeding the animals. Human error. Just because they look like you, talk like you, don't mean they operate like you. See, they got a different program. And once you understand the animal, you stop blending and looking like the street meat they are. See, if you dress like street meat, act like street meat, you're going to be treated like street meat. If you stand apart from the world, you're going to be targeted, but it's more on the lines of shame, guilt, and insults. I say, if this is what your hardship is, what a blessing, because it means you're living right, you're doing it right. And the animals are put in their place. You see, what you're doing is, with your power, you're showing dominion over the bottom feeders. Of course they're going to be pissed. You just fucked up any ability for them to ever hoover and come back and plead their case. Look, the Narc-dacity is that they want you to believe that because they experience what they try to do to you is excuse now to be able to return for a pardon. One they already gave themselves. They just need to explanations it to you. Oh, the Narc-dacity. My goodness. Look, narcissists went out and invested in potential. Your copycat, your clone, your doppelganger, the wanna be you, can't be you. And now they're stuck in struggle love. Struggle love means one's got 1 foot out the door, the other one likes the one more than it likes it back. Struggle love. It's convenience. That's the struggle. Ne'er the ones want to be with each other. And that's why they hang out the flamingos and the pineapples and the rainbows. And they call it polyamory or swinging. Just swinging. Yeah. Excusable behavior, normalized, but still keeping the stability and putting off the financial duress of having to struggle alone. Better to have struggle love. That's the narcissist point of view. This is how the animal thinks, whether it be female or not. It could be a woman or a man. What I want you to understand is the Narc-dacity is that they want you to accept them for the 95% of fucked upness and flaws that they have, and that you're supposed to grace them with your 95% of badass. Great choices. Learning from your mistakes. And what they want you to do also is fall silent and never rub their nose in their own shit. That's why they want to forget the past. And you know, the reason why they really, really, really want you back is because the rest of the world is rubbing their nose in their own shit. You always took the high road, bit your tongue, and did the politically correct thing, even as they were trying to destroy you. Now, they don't recognize this new person. They don't recognize that you saw the human error and not recognizing the animals amongst you. And now you're receiving the training at Chico University and realizing it was human error. This is how you take dominion over the animals. You think it's easy to outsmart them. You cut off the supply, the fuel. You cut them off from ever hearing or seeing you ever again. And it happens in a ripple effect. Because people that know you and you left, they don't need explanations. They just leave too. Everything the narcissists try to do to isolate you, to get you to believe that you needed them, and without them, your circle follows them, was a lie. It's an illusion of their own making. You see, in their world, they're the most popularists in the whole world. Everybody wants them. You don't believe me? Listen to them. Ask them. I mean, don't ask because you enunciate it. You need to ask them. Ask them. Ask them the question to be more specifically. And they'll tell you all about their mother and their father. Oh, yeah. Oh, they hooked on Ebonics. And you're the one butchering the English language. Big mistakes, warriors. We already know it's human error. The animals are going to do what the animals do. Stupid is as stupid does. Where we fail is in our observation skills. Others failed you in not ever even breathing a word of narcissism, and I'll tell you why. Because those were the narcissists in your life that didn't want to tell on themselves. No, instead, they needed to groom you so that all you would be attracted to is the chaos, because you know the devil you can see. It's the devil you don't know that you fear. And so you continued to play in the devil's playground because you were comfortable, because you could call it. You were 10 steps ahead on every one of them. And I'm here to tell you the different skin suits, different levels, different devils, the playbook doesn't change much. You don't know this because you ain't got off your ass. You shook the dirt off your ass, all right. Yeah. And you're learning, you absorbing. Woo! But you ain't executing. Knowledge is not power until knowledge is implemented and executed. And then shared with your own kind, so they too don't give the wrong signals to the animals. You only get bit because it's handler error. You're supposed to be directing the fucking show, not be in it. Big mistakes, warriors. Let's do this. Big mistakes. This isn't tarot, by the way. This is a dating game card game. You can find it on Amazon, y'all. Look, I'm gonna put it up closer for y'all can see it. And the girls found this on Amazon and thought it would be awesome because everything on here is damn near red flags. Okay, let's go over this. Only had one thing in common out of 20 they were seeking. Really? Again, human error. Human error. You see, when you only ask for what it is you're living already, it's not an expectation, it's a lifestyle. Observe the animals in their element. See if they're already living it without ever being known. They're being watched. Frozen their eggs just in case this dating thing takes too long. Freeze them huevitos. Is separated from Kevin Bacon by only 5 degrees. Can't spell psychotic without hot. Locker room talk, y'all. You know, a lot of guys will talk shit in the locker room. Will talk shit in the golf course about, man, she was fucking psychotic. Fucking. But at the end, you go, what's she look like? You show a picture, and you go, but damn, she was hot. So and all the guys will be like, yeah, you got a point. A salesman who travels 335 days a year. One of their vacation homes is in North Korea. Subscribes to 100 subreddits. Always gives someone else's money to homeless people, but never their own. Such givers. Oh, such givers. Hey, give me 20 so I can pass it forward. Bought a virtual private island for $300,000. What the fuck? I got oceanfront property in Arizona for you if you're interested still. Doesn't know how to hang a picture, so they keep having to call a handyman. Interestis. Done compromising. Warriors, one thing narcissists want you to do, and it'd be a home run for their fearless leader, Satanas, would be for you to shut down completely, go silent on your own. It's spiritual suicide. They want you to denounce that which already in your heart to know is true. Otherwise, a question I always ask non-believers, whatever gave you the idea that there was something not to believe in to begin with? Why aren't you just existing aimlessly? Not in awe of everything around you. Oh. There is such a creature. That animal's called a narcissist. A psychopath, sociopath. The short bus rider. Dumbasses who only had a crown but for a moment because your empathic ass put them there. And they started to believe it. They really thought they could sport that kind of authority. Warriors, careful what you feed the animals. Hey, I still got a shit ton of these in the glove box of my Jeep. So we're going to bust these open until I run out. Glove box fortune cookie section. Let's see. There is no time like the pleasant. No time like the pleasant. That's pretty cool. I like it. I can't add to that. Warriors, I read a warrior remark in one of the videos talking about how narcissists watch movies. And in watching these movies, whenever they start feeling self-convicted or their butt gets bit, they feel a little butt hurt, they'll start arguing as the movie's playing with the characters, putting them down, talking about how they could have done it better, they should have done this, should have done that, or oh, that's not true, he's a piece of shit. Pay attention to those around you when you're watching movies. You see, those bits of truth are self-convicting, and narcissists are very explosive and reactive and lose their mind as to where they're at and what mask they're supposed to be sporting. So if it's something they feel convicted of, they get lost in the movie and they're reliving an experience. Pay attention. The devil's in the details. It's never goodbye, warriors. It's always until next time. Thanks for all of your support and those badass remarks. Those in the office, man, y'all are doing a phenomenal job. Warriors, get out there and own it. Namaste.
Jesse, what are you doing today?
We're going to skydive today.
We're going to
Leap of faith.
Leap of faith. Hey, that's what this is.
Doing it for the tribe, the warrior tribe.
Do you know how high we're going? Did they tell you?
14,500
Close. 14,500 feet, yep. And then we're going to be falling at...
a high rate of speed.
Very fast. We're going to be falling very fast. We're going to be falling at 120 miles an hour.
Sweet.
Have you ever gone that fast before?
No, I have not.
Okay, are you ready to go that fast?
I'm ready.
Okay.
We're going to do it today. You got my back.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna get your face, but you know your TI will have your back.
All right.
What made you want to skydive? What brought you here today?
Facing fear.
Yeah? Are you afraid of heights?
Facing fear head on. No.
No.
I'm afraid of not trying new
Hey,
opportunities.
There you go.
I'm afraid of living in the woulda, shoulda, coulda, and I'm not going to do it. Lead and live by example.
There you go. You heard it here first from Jesse. All right, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Woo!
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. To create a song, I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands.
What'd you think of that?
Loved it.
Woo! You know, honestly, I have no idea who won the sword fight, so I guess we'll have to call it a draw.
There you go. We'll have to do it again.
All right, when are you gonna get your license now?
I'm going to work on it tomorrow. I'll be back.
Jesse, thank you for jumping with us to Skydive Lone Star. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
What an honor. Badass crew. I love it here. The hospitality is just phenomenal. 5 stars. If there were 10, I'd give it to you.
We'll take 10, that's fine.
My brother. What a fun night. Wasn't it awesome?
Hey man, glad y'all came out.
What an experience.
Come and see us again.
Thank you.